And we are slowly approaching the end. There's a few more things to do. One of the important things is to send the apologies from Malcolm Turnbull. He sends his support, his strong support for marriage equality, and unfortunately could not be here today. But we thank Malcolm for his strong commitment and ongoing support for reform. I'd also like to just make sure we've acknowledged everyone from Australian Marriage Equality. This is a volunteer-based organisation which does amazing work, and we've got Sarah and Shirlene over here on this table collecting postcards from people. If you haven't been over there, go and see them. We know we also have Malcolm McPherson and Phil Kershaw, our treasurer, who's also here, and a number of other people, including the co-chair of Australian Marriage Equality, Janine, who's up there. So turn around and give Janine a big round of applause. There are so many people working so hard for this reform constantly, and you would have seen, obviously, Corporate Australia coming out in support for reform just this week. That's obviously Janine's wonderful work and wonderful doing, so a massive thanks to Janine and also Jay Allen, who couldn't be here today, and everybody who supports us and gives us their time. We know that the coming weeks are going to be critical. You've got to make sure you contact your friends and family members who live in other seats where their MPs are undecided and ask them to go meet with their MP. You need to make sure you go to freevote.org.au, fill it in and send an email to all coalition members asking for a free vote on reform, and make sure you engage in social media and other ways to show your strong support for marriage equality. And now I will hand back to Ivan, who has further instructions for everyone.
Okay, we're almost there. Alright, we're going to have a photo op shortly, but before we do, I want to talk about what next week actually means for this campaign. On Monday, for the first time in Australia's history, we're going to have a leader of one of our major political parties table a marriage equality bill in the House of Reps. That in itself is phenomenal, but there's more work to do. We can see the goalposts, but we need to get there first. So once that bill's tabled, there's work to do. We need to make sure that we get the numbers in both houses, so this is a massive response. So who amongst you are on Twitter? You're all conscripted. So what I need you to do is I need you to talk about our website, freevote.org.au. You need to hashtag Team Equal. You need to include @AM Equality, just so we can see it and we can actually share the love. Who of you are on Facebook? Okay, come on guys. We want you to share what we put on our Facebook page. We want you to start conversations on your Facebook page about what marriage equality means to you. We've got 85,000 people on our Facebook page, and Equal Marriage Rights Australia has quite a few more. We need to have conversations with our family and friends. Who amongst you has a mum? You guys are really tired. We want you to have a conversation with your mum. We want you to have a conversation with your dad. We want them to go to the website, www.freevote.org.au, so they can tell their MP, their coalition member of parliament and their senator that they have to have a free vote when this one comes to the floor. Alright, so before you guys head off, so we've also got postcards. Before you head off, there's postcards over here and there's postcards over here. We want you to sign them as well. But from this point onwards, I want you to be conscripted to our Twitter account, our Facebook account. Do as much as you can do, and we'll actually share those messages on our Facebook page and on our Twitter account as well. With our corporate program, we want you to talk to your employers. If they're not already on, why not? Get them on. We need them on board because it's powerful together, and I think that's what the message is on that campaign. We've got lots more being done in our campaign. We're going to be really, really busy over winter, so there's no rest for the wicked. But leading up to spring, it's going to be massive. We're going to have support from all across the country, from all corners of our community, and it's going to be huge. So do what you can do. We're going to do what we can do. Make sure it's big. Before we go, we've got a photo op. Up here, we've got a big camera. Now, has anyone not seen our Hand Heart logo that people have been doing with their hands? Alex here is our model for the day. This... Is that right? Yep, it doesn't look like a liver. It has to look like a heart. Okay, so turn to the person beside you, give a practice go. If you guys want to move back away from Kinselis. Okay, so look at the first floor in Kinselis. See the big camera? Yeah, you gotta push your thumbs out. You gotta push your thumbs out, people. It even looks good from over here. Awesome, okay. That's only half of the job. We need you to turn around and do it this way. We're going to have all of our speakers actually come down here on the floor. Sorry, let me... Okay, so we're going to have our speakers do their hand heart logos up the front, and if you guys can do it behind them, this has to be massive. Geez, they look good. I'm just going to drop the mic and join. Hang on.
Okay, we're squashing time, everyone! Put the bill! Pass the bill! Marriage rights now! Put the bill! Pass the bill! Marriage rights now! Put the bill! Pass the bill! Marriage rights now! Put the bill! Pass the bill! Marriage rights now! Put the bill! Pass the bill! Marriage rights now! All right, massive applause for everybody who turned up today. All right, before you go, trick question. What do you want? Marriage equality. When do you want it? Now. What do you want? Marriage equality. When do you want it? Now. What do you want? Marriage equality. When do you want it? Now. That last one was a bit of a surprise. All right, so get busy on Twitter, get busy on Facebook, get busy at home. That sounds a bit wrong. Talk to your mum, talk to your dad, talk to your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, family, neighbours, colleagues, companies, organisations. Get them on board the campaign because together we're stronger. Thank you.
And can we also give another big round of applause for all of our speakers? It's wonderful to have people from across the political spectrum coming out in support for marriage equality, and indeed also John Chalice, Karen Phelps and Jackie Stricker and Kate Joke and everybody else. A big round of applause for all of you and everyone coming today. Let's get this done.